Well, welcome everyone. My name is Ruth Aime Beloni Rosario. I am the Associate Director of Admissions here at Princeton Theological Seminary, and I am so excited that you are interested in looking at PTS and thinking and discerning if this is the right place for you. This afternoon, I have with me two current students. One is a senior, one is a middler, and they'll speak to you a little bit about their experience, why they chose Princeton, and their current experience here, and a little bit about their sense of call. So I hope that this answers a little bit about your questions, and that you get to experience a little bit about what Princeton has to offer. So let me leave you first with Petra Wonderfried.
Hey, I am Petra Wonderfried. I am a senior here at Princeton Seminary, so I'm in my third year, and I'm originally from Raleigh, North Carolina. I went to college at Duke University and started feeling called to come to seminary while I was at college. Ironically, I went to a Methodist undergraduate and became Presbyterian there. And so decided when coming to seminary that I really wanted to go to a Presbyterian seminary so that I could learn more about what that meant. And so as I started looking, I looked at several seminaries. I looked at Austin Theological Seminary and Columbia University and here at Princeton Seminary. And all of them had positives. But really what drew me to Princeton Seminary is I came here and I felt very welcomed and I felt at home. One of the major things that stuck out to me when I visited here was what lunch was like. When we sat down at lunch, the cafeteria is completely filled with students who were all engaged in conversations with one another, and there were several announcements made about student activities that were going on. So I really got this sense that this is a place where people knew each other, and this was a place where there was a lot going on, and I wanted to be a part of that. And since coming here, I have experienced that. One of the things that really distinguishes Princeton Theological Seminary is we are a residential community. So the students, the professors live on campus, and that comes with all the positives and all the negatives of community. You live right down the hall from most of the people who are also getting degrees. So in my time here, that has meant some very, very close friendships. It's also meant sometimes when I need silence, I don't always get it. But there are various ways to retreat and enjoy that as well. As far as what else Princeton has been like, I came in thinking that I was going to be an associate pastor. That is really the direction that I thought I would go. I started the ordination track. I did all that. Since arriving here, my call has taken on several different forms, and now I am thinking about campus ministry or potentially ministry in another country than here. And the classes and experiences here have really been formative in that. I can say one of the most formative experiences here, too, was doing field education. We have to do 2 field educations, and one of mine was at a church, which really opened my eyes to the value of small church ministries, and another was CPE, which is chaplaincy at a hospital. And I can honestly say that is one of the hardest experiences that I've ever gone through, and also one of the experiences I'm gladdest to have had. And I think that Princeton is really a refining process in that there are some very hard experiences that you go through in seminary that I'm sure you will go through no matter where you go to seminary. But Princeton really has helped me make sense of those and to discern my call and to discern God in the midst of it. Overall, I'm really glad that I came here, and I can say that if you were looking, one of the things that helped me decide was coming onto campus, but if you can't do that, talking to the students is a great way to get a feel for the campus. And I'm excited that you're about to start your journey. It's really been a good one for me. And with that, the next student's going to come talk to you.
Hello, my name is Gabriela Gaona. I am from New York, Queens, New York, but I was born in Ecuador, and when I was 7, my family moved to New York State. And I graduated from Gettysburg College with a women's studies major, and so coming to seminary was, one of the challenges was just everything was new to me. But one of the reasons why I chose seminary was it was during my junior year in Gettysburg, and my mentor, she graduated from Princeton Theological Seminary, and I just became really interested in what her outlook in life, her outlook for the future. And so we would always talk about, you know, just how did she become this person, what made her who she was, and a lot of that was seminary, she told me. And so I started looking into what seminary has to offer, and she was like, you should really look into Princeton Seminary, and she brought me a couple of times here to just check out the community and the school, and one of the things that really caught my attention was the campus. It was a beautiful campus. I love small campuses. Coming from Gettysburg, it was a small campus, 2,000 students, and so that was one of the reasons why I chose Princeton Seminary. And my sense of calling, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to just discern that call. But I do have a passion for just learning more about religions and how does one choose, or how does one make one's theology, I guess, if that makes sense. But I came here also because they have a dual degree program with Rutgers University. They have an MSW, Master's in Social Work program. And I've always been interested in social work as well. But during my first year, I started looking into military chaplaincy. So I'm looking into that this year. I am a second year, actually. Forgot to mention that in the beginning. I'm a little bit nervous. So I'm looking into military chaplaincy work. And this year, so far my experience here in Princeton Seminary has been it has been a good one. And it's also because I try to just surround myself with positive people. It's so easy to feed into all the negativity, and you know, it's important to take that into account, how others have experienced this these 3 years. But definitely my first year, it was definitely challenging because of the workload and the material that I was looking at and reading. But other than that, just like Petra said, the campus does have a really great community. You feel comfortable here. You feel we have chapel service where everybody gathers around to just take 30 minutes and just hear the Word of God. And a lot of students have that opportunity to preach at chapel. And so that's one thing that I really like about seminary. And what else do I need to say? Sorry. That froze. Okay. It locked. It's okay. Okay. But other than that, my second year, I'm doing my field ed this year at a church, and it's a Presbyterian church in New Jersey, in Plainfield, New Jersey, to be exact. And it's my first time at a Presbyterian church. My mom was Pentecostal, and my dad is Catholic. And so it's been an experience just trying to learn more about what Presbytery looks like, I guess. And so far I've liked it. I'm looking forward to my third year, and I can't believe that, you know, I'm already in my second year. So we look forward to seeing you, and if you do have any questions, the website, and it's self-explanatory. And also, if you do have the chance to come and schedule a visit, that would be great because you have a one-on-one with a campus host and just to get the feel of what it's like being here. So, thanks.
So thank you for listening and meeting one of our two students. As you can see, they are really, really great students, and I just want to point out certain aspects of what differentiate Princeton from other institutions that they highlighted. As Petra and Gabby mentioned, our field education it's really great. It's a key component of our MDiv program. Everyone is required to experience 2 field education placements. Even if you are interested in teaching ministry and pursuing a PhD in the future, you are required to go to the church and experience what the church is saying and how the church works. Here at Princeton, we believe that we want to form ministers for the world, and I know that people might get a little scared with the word ministers, but here at Princeton we define that in a broader way. Every one of us are ministers because we're called to serve church, to serve the world, and in that way, even if you want to be a chaplain, even if you want to become a professor, in every way that God is calling you to serve, you are serving and you are a minister. So field education is a very key, important aspect of our community here. The other aspect that I want to highlight is worship life here. Here at Princeton, we experience worship every day. Everything shuts down and everyone is welcome and invited to attend worship. All worship services here are completely different because they model the student who is leading that day. Every Friday we partake communion, and that kind of testifies to our commitment that we are part of the entire world, and we are part of the entire body of Christ throughout the world. Another aspect that I want to highlight is our community life. Like Petra and Gabi mentioned, our community life here is very, very important. As we are a residential community, we want our students to feel welcome, to feel safe, and to feel that they are in an environment that they can learn, but that they can experience what life has to offer. So another thing that I want to highlight is that here at Princeton Seminary, you have the opportunity to take classes at Princeton University. So if you want to take some classes in the religious department over there, you can do so. And as Gabby mentioned, we have an agreement with Rutgers University, and you can come here and do your MDiv program and also go to Rutgers and do your Master's in Social Work in 4 years. Another thing that I want to mention and highlight about Princeton Seminary is that if you are interested in youth ministry, if you have a passion for Christian education, here at Princeton we offer a dual degree program focusing on youth ministry and focusing also on Christian education. So again, I encourage you to come and visit our website, take a look at our videos, meet more of our students, meet more of our faculty. We have a couple of Princeton seminars that you can come and you can visit. You can audit classes, you can meet professors, meet students, and they're happening in October, November, February, and March of next year. So if you have any questions, please contact us. Again, my name is Ruth Aime Beloni Rosario. I am at your service, and if you need any assistance, please let us know. And thank you for watching. Thank you for your interest, and I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to hopefully greeting you next fall here at Princeton. Thank you for watching.